Alright, so our next boss is going to be Vordt of the Boreal Valley. Fairly easy boss to beat. I've leveled myself up to level 15 now, given myself a bunch of dexterity. So my attack power is now up to 124 when I'm two-handing it, and 122 when I'm single-handing it, and I'm going to be two-handing it for this boss. Going to be using the gold pine resin that you found. I gave myself extra because I'm, going to be doing this series. And pretty much all you need to know about this boss is you're going to just want to roll under him for the first phase and try to kill him before he hits his second phase. I'm actually going to let him get into his second phase this time, just to show what it's like having to fight him in the second phase. I might even die because I never even do it, because I always kill him before the second phase. But yeah, you need to try to do the exact rolls that I do when he's transitioning, because after the first phase, it's very easy. You get the hits in on when you're under him. Just roll under him, he can't hit you. Get the hits in. But then he'll do a thing where he kind of slams his hammer into the ground and roars, and then he'll charge at you 3 times. So sometimes if you're at just the right angle, he'll charge away and then charge at you twice, but he always does 3 charges. So the first charge, you want to roll into it, because you'll actually roll through the hitbox with your iframes. The second one, you also want to roll into it, and the other one, you'll be able to iframe through it still, but you want to roll backwards into it so that you're closer to him when he stops, because after the third charge, he'll stop and start doing a frost breath attack that takes a really long time, and you can really just get in there and smack him through that. And that's what you want to do if you don't want to have him do the actual second phase, because the second phase is really hard, because instead of getting under him, you really want to get behind him, because some of his attacks, like where he charges and things like that, his entire body becomes a hitbox and his entire body can damage you. So the boss fight triggers once you get close enough to this door. Might as well play the cutscene. Vordt is actually one of the warriors or soldiers of a boss that we fight later in an area much later, called the Pontiff Sullivan. So before I get under, I'm going to show you some of the attacks he does. One where he just slides his hammer across the ground. If he charges back like that, that means he's going to kind of run back up on you, do a quick swipe, or he does a quick thrust sometimes. And he does have ways to close the distance fairly quickly, so don't stay too far away. I roll under him and you see that didn't hit me. So the gold pine resin that you found is actually really great for this fight. Vordt is fairly weak to lightning damage, so I'm going to equip that on my dagger right now. And you see I'm doing much more damage. So now he's going into second phase. So he's going to charge at me 1 time, roll through, another time, roll through, and the last time, roll back. Now at this part where he starts to blow the ice, now what you're going to want to do is just start beating him up. Use up all your stamina, hit him more times, and you should be able to get him to a second phase without him hitting you once. But just for the sake of the video, I'm going to second phase for a little bit. And you see he's doing much more, I guess, combos. Now while I'm behind him, I can't get hit, but if I go under him, I can get hit. So that's definitely not the right strategy for this fight. Reapply my gold pine resin. Charge through. And I did die. But basically, you really don't want to get him into the second phase. I don't think I've ever fought it before. Maybe 1 or 2 times before. Yeah, what you want to do is just make sure you smack him. He never would have made it into the final form if I had just kept hitting him. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna run right back there real quick and show you me actually killing him in the most effective way. This is the quickest and easiest way to run back from this bonfire, and if you don't have the shortcut unlocked, which I obviously don't. Through, jump across. If you don't make it, that's fine. Go up the ladder. The mimic will be there. Kill him if you want. Run through here. The Lothar Knight will probably come and chase you. Usually he'll do a 3 or 2 attack combo, so you usually want to roll twice, but I'm not really too worried about my health. Or will you want to roll twice or 3 times, but it looks like he's going to go for the 3rd hit combo, obviously. I'm actually barely surprised I did not die from that fall. Died to this stupid wing knight though. So let's head on over to Lost Lake. Come down here. Attack that guy. Run past these guys. When you're running near these guys, they actually will sometimes stab at you. Now, if you've already lost to the boss, you're going to want to apply the gold pine resin before you enter the boss room. Run up to him, get as close as you can, and then do your roll. With slow weapons, it really works the same way. You just do a lot more damage, so my DPS just makes up for the faster attack speed. So I do less damage, but I have fast attack speed. Those will do less attack speed, but better damage. So this episode's gone on long enough, and that is how you beat Vordt of the Border Valley. So the next one will be the Cursed Rod of Greatwood, and see you there in the Undead Settlement.